At the site of the first Chattanooga shooting, a growing memorial. Hundreds of American flags planted in the lawn under the broiling sun. Emotions plain to see. Sorrow and prayer at interfaith services.
We mourn terribly for these victims. We mourn for our community. We don't understand. We mourn for America. We mourn for those who hate, for those who are brainwashed.
Brainwashed, a reference to the gunman, but by whom? Authorities continue to say this is being investigated as an act of domestic terrorism until the evidence proves otherwise. The FBI does say there is nothing as of yet connecting the attacker to ISIS or other international terrorism groups. A family spokesman who asked us not to use his name tells us the family says their son suffered from severe depression for a long time, had suicidal thoughts, and a serious substance abuse problem: alcohol, marijuana, opiates, and other recreational drugs. The parents say their son moved into this house with the family when he was in grade school. He still came back here many weekends, but rented a room 140 miles away for a factory job he had near Nashville. His parents say he lost a previous job at a nuclear power plant in Ohio because he failed a drug test. In his younger years, Abdulaziz participated in a high school video production called Monotheism: Islam, Christianity, Judaism. He was listed as one of the producers and is seen and heard talking about the Quran.
There are 5 major pillars of Islam. They are the confession of faith, prayer, almsgiving, fasting, and the pilgrimage to Mecca.
He graduated from college but couldn't hold jobs because of his personal problems. His parents say they knew their son owned guns and wanted him to give them up, but he refused, saying he was an adult. They also wanted him to seek substance abuse treatment. He refused that request also. The family did come out with an official statement over the weekend, in part declaring, "It grieves us beyond belief to know that his pain found its expression in this heinous act of violence." Authorities in the U.S. and overseas are investigating the gunman's past travels to the Middle East. The woman who lives next door to the family and has known Abdulaziz since he was a child remembers one of those trips.
The whole family went to Kuwait and Jordan maybe 3 years ago for 3 or 4 weeks.
And how do you know that?
Because they told us when they were leaving.
The gunman's parents say their son did go to Jordan again last year, but they say they sent him there for what they hope will be a positive reason: to stay with Jordanian family and get away from his life of depression and drug use in Tennessee.
Gary Tuckman joins us now. Did the gunman's parents acknowledge the possibility their son committed these murders in the name of Islamic extremism? I mean, they say it's depression, but, you know, depression doesn't lead most people to kill other people.
Right, Anderson. According to the family representative, the parents did say that in their son's weaker moments, he did get into, quote, evil ideology and extremist ideas. But they also said they're convinced he never talked to any extremists, never talked to any outsiders about becoming a domestic terrorist.